Hello, this is Eeg777, and welcome back to Ars Nouveau. Today we find ourselves in the Nether, because about 30 seconds after ending the last episode, I said to myself, oh, I need a bunch of blaze rods. Let's go to the Nether. Let's fly there with our shiny new armor, which is not very protective, and fly headfirst into a wall. Yeah, we smashed our head into the wall, experienced kinetic energy, and here we are. And only died once trying to get it back. So let's go ahead and break you. And we have our shiny weak armor back. So that's kind of cool. All right, well, we need to go and get some blaze rods. So once again, we are going to be traveling. I don't actually know where it is. Oh, it's down here. Okay, so there's a portal from here to get to down here. That works, I guess. Okay, well, we're going to head over to the fortress and get ourselves a whole bunch more blaze rods because we need to upgrade our armor because this isn't working. So we are doing well on that that trip to get our stuff back. Let's go ahead and make a few more tools here and a sword so that we can make ourselves yet another backup book because, yes, we died again. So, yeah. Luckily I have a bit of diamond armor from end raiding, so hopefully that'll help us get our stuff back. Alright, back here in the Nether Fortress, and the Wither Skeleton that got us. Let's get our stuff back, thank you very much. And now I have multiple backup spell books. I should probably send these home. Oh, I was behind the wall there. So one thing to note right off the bat here is the mana values of the armor here. It is definitely lower than what the default was before. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I think Bailey mentioned that he may have actually had it inverted so that the heavy armor currently gives the best regen. But that regen is definitely a problem here. Let's hide over here and eat up. Where is it? Right there. Yep. We're gonna run away. Okay, well, conveniently, 16 is enough to get 8 pieces of armor set up to tier 2, so that should be fine. We have our glide. Reduced the number of amplifiers I had on here. 3 is way too much and difficult to control, but that's fine. We can head home now. I think what we're gonna do is just get everything up to tier 2, at least the light and the medium armor. I don't think I'm going to be using the heavy armor except for corpse runs like this, but you know, let's grab our boat here. Grab our boat here. Right, feather falling. Okay, and head home. And if we take a look at the armor upgrading tab here, to get to the tier 3, we just need 2 ender pearls and a chorus fruit. And as it turns out, there is at least one enderman farm on the server, so we've got those. And chorus fruits, I think I picked a number of those, so this should be plenty right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade all of the sorcerer and arcanist to tier 3, actually, instead of just tier 2. Let's do boop, boop, and boop. So I'm going to upgrade all of these. We've got sorcerer foot pads, sorcerer leggings, sorcerer wrap is now tier 2. Robes are tier 2. The hat. Okay, so let me go through and make sure I get all these. Alright, we have the Sorcerer and the Arcanist both set up to tier 3. When we get some more Blaze Rods later on, we can bump this guy as well, but I don't plan on using it as much, so for now it's just going to kind of sit there on a display stand. We might change the colors. But we have tier 3. And what you can see here is that the armor itself did not change between the different tiers. It's not going to get any stronger as far as the armor, but what we do gain is the number of slots and the level of slots. So for the difference between the Arcanists and the Sorcerers, you can see this has 1 and 2, 2. This has 1, 2, and 3. Now, it's not like certain things have to go in a slot 1, so it's not like we're losing anything. And with all of these, with having a slot 3, size 3, that allows us some more options. So for instance, the thread of gliding here, let's close that. The thread of gliding, it does require level 3 must be in a slot of at least level 3. So this is going to have to go on one of those. And so you'll notice with the medium armor here, we won't be able to put it on our shoes. We could put it on our pants, our robes, or our hat. Whereas up here, we have a few more options. All four of them can have a slot of level 3, and the higher levels on the other things will basically improve how the different threads and the perks, how they work. For instance, the thread of warding here reduces the amount of magic damage taken by a flat amount each level. It's worth noting that you can only have really one of these equipped, so I can't like put warding in all 3 or all 4 slots here. So basically you're going to want to put that in a level 3 just to give yourself the most defense possible. So we're going to make a whole bunch of these threads, and once I have those set up, we can kind of customize our armor. Alright, so 16 threads should be sufficient. There aren't, I don't think there's 16 yet. No. So it looks like there's 13 currently. As mentioned, there will be more added later on. You are very loud over there. There will be more added, as well as add-ons are welcome to add their own as well. But for now, this is what we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one started. I know that I want the Thread of Warding because, well, that just killed me because I died a few times. Thread of Magic Capacity. This increases the amount of mana that you have. So let's grab some Source Berries. I'm going to want one of those as well. Crops. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and how many more do I need? 3 Mage Bloom, and I turned all of my Mage Bloom into thread. Let's go grab some more here. Luckily, we've been farming up quite a lot of this. Do I need... I just looked at this, 3, yes. Been farming up quite a lot of that, so that will be good to have. This does take quite a bit of thread to be able to make these, or quite a lot of the fiber to make the thread, rather. Thread of Warding, we want that. Capacity, yes. Wixie increases the length of time that potions last, so that's pretty handy. Thread of Repairing. This one we do want. That needs a shiny new anvil. Hopefully we have it. Might have enough. I need 3 of those, I believe. And that across the bottom, you in the middle, and 3 on top. Gets us a shiny new anvil, thank you. And 2 manipulation essence. We've got plenty of those. 1, 2. Craft this one up. 1, 2, and our anvil. This one here, the different levels of it. Please start. Thank you. The levels, I believe, repair it faster. And you only need it equipped on one thing, and it will repair all the rest of your armor as well. So that's good to know. I am actually curious if I put this on... I don't actually know how much durability these have. In fact, I don't even know if the different tiers have different amounts of durability. So we'll just put that right there. There we go. Hop off. 265. So 275, 400, 375. Interesting, it did appear to be repairing there. I don't think it's supposed to be doing that yet. Good to know. Yeah, so it does slowly repair. Maybe it just very slowly repairs over time. That may not be as needed then. But I do want to check if they have different amounts of durability between the armor sets. It looks like no. Okay. 275, 400, 400, 375, 325. Okay, so it looks like they're all the same durability. And next on our list is the Thread of Depths. So this is just fish, water essence, and a puffer fish. Do I have a puffer fish? I do have 1 puffer fish. That works out well. Let's grab these guys, because I've got extras of those. You and water essence. So I'm just going to make this one, and we can get started on the hard part of this whole thing, and that is figuring out what do we want in which slot. So, for instance, the gliding, that has to go in a slot 3. Warding, I would like that one in 3 because it'll protect me better. Repairing, it'll repair faster. It looks like as long as these are equipped, they're going to be repairing anyway. In fact, let's put these on here so they'll repair the rest of the way. So that may not be necessary to put that in a very high tier slot. What was I doing? I needed you guys. Thank you. You, and you. 2 of those, and a thread. Thank you. the water breathing one, the thread of the depths. This one here, the various levels improve how long you can stay underwater. But if it's in a slot of 3, power 3, or level 3, whatever, then you can just stay underwater forever. Like, so that one I think I want to be in a level 3, but we'll deal with that. What I want to do here real quick, I want to clean this up, which by cleaning up I just mean throw it into here. Then what I can do is I can arrange these based on which slot I would like them to be in. So gliding needs to be in a level 3. Warding, I want you in a 3. Repairing, you can stay down here. Depths, I would like you in a 3. Magic capacity, I'd like you in a 3. I think I'm going to want things in more 3s than I have available. Next on our list is spell power. This increases your spell damage. It is worth noting that with this update, and currently not implemented, but will be implemented before this is finally actually released, there's going to be an overhaul to how spell damage is calculated. Right now, with harm, basically the more amplifies you add, the more damage it'll take. Or more give, rather. So that's a problem. Right now, the meta is basically just add in whatever damage you want and stack as many amplifies as you can fit, or as much as you have mana for, and we're wanting to move away from that. So along with that is going to be having the thread here. So you need to make a decision of, do I want more spell damage or do I want flight? This has to go in level 3. So if you want to fill up everything else with level 3s, you can't have that one. So it's sort of a trade-off of, do I want more protection? Do I want more damage? Do I want to be able to swim forever? Or is that not important to me? And putting it in a level 2 or level 1 would suffice. I don't have a whole lot that I do with water right now, but I am draining a lot of caves, and so maybe what you could do, since these can be easily swapped in and out, is you could put it into a level 3 when you're working with a lot of water, and instead move it to a level 2 or level 1 even, depending on what you need. And our next thread here is the Starbuncle thread. So this one here takes 3 Starby shards, which are, depending on how you play, I guess rather expensive, but for me I've been collecting them whenever I can. And 3 sugar. 1, 2, 3. This one is speed boost. I like speed. Speed is good. Speed is not quite better than the rest of these, so I think I'm going to settle with that one being a level 2. Thank you. I'll put you right there. I think that'll be a level 2. That should be fine. Level 3 would be nice, of course, and maybe I'll play around with them and see the difference between them. In fact, I can do that right now. Put you there. Let's give ourselves gliding and a Starbuncle. So it's level 2 Starbuncle. And you'll notice there's no potion effect here. It's just a regular speed buff. Handy. I think level 2 should be fine. I like that. That works. Okay, I did decide to test the Battle Mage armor here. It looks like the Battle Mage does have higher durability than the others, so that is something worth noting. Also, currently the Battle Mage boots look purple still, even though I dyed them to be white. No big deal, but that's sort of just a thing. Let's take this off, because again, I'm not going to be using you. But I did want to check the durability. So yes, durability does increase on the Battle Mage gear. Next on our list is the Thread of Heights. This reduces fall damage and also allows you to have a jump boost. So if we pop this on our armor, let's try in a slot of size 3. Thank you. This allows us to jump considerably higher. I wonder if I can jump up to our sand. I don't think I can. I might be able to jump from here though. So that's looks like a can't go from that, but can go from here. Okay, so also reduces fall damage, which is very helpful. I'm thinking probably not in a level 3 slot, but for me, probably worth a slot level 2. So we'll take that off, and I'll put that in our level 2 slots. Thank you. And you can go back on there. Next up on our list is the Drigme shard. So, sorry, not shard, Drigme thread. Takes 3 of the Drigme shards, so you're going to have to be looking out for these. Put those back in there, thank you. And it also needs one more item, which ironically is going to be much easier to get once I have it. Let's switch to a new spell here, clear you. You know, actually I don't want to clear that one. That one's useful. This one, let's switch you to projectile. and harm, and lots of fortune. Perfect. This one needs a rabbit's foot. So, hello guys. Let me, You didn't drop a rabbit's foot. Dropped a head. Takes a lot of mana though. Well, while I'm waiting for the rabbits to breed up, I was doing some testing with the repairing glyph on here, or thread rather, and it looks like what it does is every 10 seconds it will repair. Now without it, it just does a single tick of repair, but with it, it will do depending on whatever level it is. So it's, for instance, it's repairing 3 right now, so it repairs 4 durability, so 3 plus the initial 1. I do want to check with Bailey and make sure that the repairing is intentional, whether it is or not. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I'll find out. Alrighty, finally got ourselves the rabbit's foot. Put that there, grab a thread, put you there. Okay, so let's switch this back to the regular hand. Trying to abuse the looting in main hand and spell in the offhand. Don't know if it helped, but eventually I got one, so that works. Thread of the Drigme. Basically, it gives us a level of looting depending on which slot it is in. So if we take all of our stuff out of here now, you, and you, let's see what we've got as far as where we want things. Repairing. Oh, repairing's on this one. Swap you out. Thank you. And give us our repairing back. Thank you. Okay. Next up on our list is the feather thread. So this one, as it kind of implies with the name, is feather falling. If we take a look in here, we have right here, decreases amount of fall damage taken by a percentage. So reduces. I don't know what the percentage is. I can look that up, I suppose, in the code, but basically higher is better. So this one we'll have to figure out if we want that to be a level 3 or a level 1. So far for level 3, definitely want gliding, obviously. Drigme would be handy. Always having looting 3, that sounds useful. Warding, that should probably keep us alive. Feather, strong contender. We should have a slot available on all of these on level 3, I believe. Yes, for the sorcerer stuff, you do have 3 level 3 slots, so that's useful. And the last 2 threads, I can't actually make yet. Thread of Whirly Sprig and Thread of Wixie. So Wixie, like I mentioned, improves the length of potions on you by, I think, 15% per level, so that's pretty effective. I don't have any Wixie shards, though. And then Whirly Sprig, similarly, I don't have any Whirly Sprig shards I can read. I don't have any of the shards for that one either. That increases the amount of saturation you get from food. I believe it was 15% per level on that one as well. Back, please. Whirly Sprig, 30% each level. Okay, so that's in level 3, you're almost doubling. You're getting 90% extra saturation, which would be useful. Wixie, 15% per level. Both of those, so right now you have 12 slots. You have 3 slots for the different 4 items. And in the what I'm wearing here, the sorcerer stuff, I have for cosmetic, I'm wearing the Arcanus. For the sorcerer stuff, you have 3 of the tier 3. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of level 2, and then 2 of level 1. So there's a total of 12 currently, and there's a total of 12 that exist. So you can, basically, if you're wearing any armor, you're going to be having all 3 of these, or all 12 of them rather, because you can't double up. They won't like stack. You can't have multiple magic capacity on everything, just out of how it currently is designed. So you're going to need 12 of them anyway, and it's kind of up to you of where you would like them. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange the ones that I want how I want it. For instance, right now, Wixie, I don't use a whole lot of potions. I guess that might work as far as beacon beams. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to test that one. But either way, I'm not using too many potions. I think that will be a level 1 enchant, or thread rather. The Whirly Sprig, that would be useful to have it higher. I think since I'm wearing the sorcerer stuff, that will be a level 2. And I think the repairing I'm going to leave as level 1. So let me organize these. You know, I said let me organize these, but I think they're actually already in the order I want. So at least for me personally, and your playstyle may be different. I asked Zacharias, his numbers are different as well. Thread of Gliding, Drigme, Warding, and Feather. I'm going to put these in my level 3 slots. The reason for that is they'll keep me alive. Warding reduces damage overall, Feather reduces fall damage, so that's helpful. For level 2s, I'm going to go with Heights, Starbuncle, Depths, Magic Capacity, and Spell Power. I don't necessarily need full water breathing, and we have the aquatic spell anyway, so at least for now. Maybe that's going to go away, I'm not sure. At least for now, I don't need that much water breathing, so I don't need it to be level 3 to get the full forever. I think you'll do fine here. Capacity and spell power, those would be nice to have up here for the extra damage and extra capacity, and we'll see. This does give you 10% extra capacity per level, so it's at 20% here instead of 30% up there. But I think the feather falling might be more useful. I've had a lot of fall damage. Spell power, similarly, I don't usually do much like PvP, so most of my spell stuff is just, you know, keeping myself alive, and at least around here, I don't have to worry too much about that. I've got these magnum torches everywhere, so there shouldn't be too many things appearing. And then repairing, I have that one down in level 1 for now. From testing, it looks like it does the level. So in this case, it was up to level 3, level plus 1. So on its own, it seems to repair 1 damage every 10 seconds. With the thread of repairing, it will add a level depending which slot it's in. So if it's in the slot 3 here, then that will give us 4 repairing every 10 seconds, if that makes sense. I think that's fine, and to be honest, these are still able to be enchanted with unbreaking and mending and all that stuff, which we will be definitely putting on them, in addition to protection, of course, and all those other things. But I think, at least for now, this is what we will be wearing. Now, as far as what we look like, for now, I am currently wearing the Arcanist robes that are green. I don't know. I actually really like the white. I might do that. After all, we are in a desert. Deserts are hot, so I'll probably play around with the coloring, to be honest. It's easy to swap them back and forth to the different colors, and I think I'll do white. I usually would go with a green. I know Zacharias said he's going to be using green. Also, I guess just to give reference for what he used for his level 4. Where did I put it? Where was it? Right now, his level 3 slots are Gliding, Spell Power, Mana Capacity, and Heights. I like having Jump Boost. Jump Boost is a good thing to have, but I think I'm going to leave mine as a level 2. So let's grab, you know, I probably want that on the chest piece, actually. Just because it makes more sense to me, gliding on the chest piece. We'll grab Heights as well, and Starbuncle, why not? Equip that. Hat, you can take our Drigme, I suppose, why not? Depths, sure. And repairing, why not? Thank you. And you will take the warding and mana capacity, thank you. Equip that, and our boots. These can take our feather falling and our spell power, and I think that gives us our armor. We still need to enchant it, of course, but this should pretty greatly improve what we've got. So we've got 40% speed there, 20% max mana, and 6 warding, which I think is a flat damage reduction. Perk feather. Actually, I'm curious, does that just... Okay, so it doesn't work on that. Good to know. Well, so far I'm liking the armor. If I just aim straight up and leap, we take absolutely no damage. And that currently does not have any amplifies on it. I'm curious if I amplify that. But that glitch, that one doesn't count. Still no fall damage. That is interesting. Okay, I wonder where the edge of that is. Well, science. We flew up at least 220 blocks and did not take... Oh, no. We went up 100 blocks or so, did not take any damage, trying to read while talking. But yes, the falling from 220 did kill us, so good to know. Roughly removed fall damage, like entirely. From up here, nothing. So that is pretty handy. It's not a complete removal, but it looks like the cutoff is going to be very short. So depending on whatever the actual fall damage limit is, yeah, we've got nothing up there, which is, I'm probably not going to be flying any higher than this. So for the most part, I can just ignore fall damage from now on. So I'm going to go look for some whirly sprigs and some witches, and in the meantime I'm going to do some swimming as well, just to kind of test out, oh look, Death Strider. I don't really need any of those things. I wanted to just kind of test out how the water breathing one works, and it seems to be pretty effective. Can I open you? There we go. Buried treasure, cool, I'll take it. It lasts pretty long. I don't have any respiration on here yet, so I think overall that was definitely a good choice to put on level 2. Level 3 would have been a little bit of overkill, I think, just because it's, you know, forever. But, you know, can't complain. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of these. And I do have witches. Witches are easy enough to find, but the hard part is going to be the whirly sprigs. So let's see what we can find. Hello, little whirly sprig. I would like to impress you by growing a flower here, if you don't mind. Are you happy with that? Perfect. Yep, so growing a tree will give you the whirly sprig shards, easy enough to do. Let's go find some more. So for our Wixies, I have a witch hut that is marked out on the map here, and I quickly threw together a witch farm for it, and I'll show you how quickly. It's very easy to set up a witch farm now with Ars Nouveau. We have the horizontal portals, which, yeah, you basically just kind of box it in with portals and have that teleport up here, and you can see it is working. We just had one that teleported up here. Let's try to not die. I don't take fall damage, but I do take... Excuse me, I said I don't take fall damage. They luckily do. So, yeah, they just kind of fall down to their death here. I do have a rune set up with, I believe it is freeze, snap, and some fortune on there, and just go straight into the shulker box. They have a pickup on the rune as well. So we need to stop them from dying instantly. Let's hop up here. I don't know how high I need this to be, so let's just kind of... Maybe right here? Nope. Alright, let's see if that's high enough. They should be able to survive that. You gonna spawn any? You're close enough. You should. Okay, sounded like one hit, thank you. Or actually there's... Oh, 3. That's, you know what? Nope, I did not prepare for this. Let's hop up here. And... Right, in order to actually get a Wixie, we need Dispel. Alright, so when I originally built this, I built it as a 2x2, and quite honestly, when they teleport, they're going to just warp over to this block anyway, and they don't seem to really move around much until they hit here. So... or rather, this block. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to build ourselves a little bit of a safety net here. And we're just going to catch them right here. So let's put a block there as well, right there. No, not right there. Right, because I have to fall into it. Okay, I think if I have a slab on me, hopefully I do. Stairs. I can make a slab, that'll work. Okay, you turn you into a crafting grid, please. Thank you. And let's make a quick slab. So what this will do is we can put this here, they'll fall and ideally get stuck here and not see us. At least that's the goal. Next up, I think if I dispel them instantly, then that might work. Hopefully they'll at least be at half health here. We'll find out soon, I guess. So if I fly up, I can land here again. Okay, so let's hop down to here. And as soon as we see some fall, then we can jump up there and dispel them. Alright, there's one. And by one, I mean probably 3. Yep. Dispel? Nope. Dispel? Nope, they already healed. Okay. That complicates matters a little bit. Because they do have regen. We got 2. There we go. So you just have to get them down to half health, and then you cast a spell on them, and it'll work. I do still need to put something on my sword here. My plan is to have Dispel be on that anyway, so I can just kind of smack them with it once, and it'll just work. But this works. Let me get a few more of these, because I feel like Wixies are pretty useful. They're used for auto-crafting, so let me get a few more. You know, I'm a little curious. I have a book here called Rune of Renewing, which is Touch, Rune, Dispel, Heal, Amplify. And I wonder if I were to put you here, put some chalk on it to make it permanent, and stick a jar next to you, I wonder if that will just dispel and immediately work. In fact, right, that didn't work. I can't put pickup on there, but I can just make my own, so let's go ahead and do that. Touch, Rune, Dispel, and Pickup. Great. And we will place our own right there, put a permanent on it, and do I have a chest on me? I feel like I always have chests on me. Apparently not. I've got wood. That'll work. There we go. Stick you right here, and now, if we hop down here, does this work? It's my little AFK box, so... apparently it does not. Maybe. Got 6 in here. I might need to do this a little bit further. Oh, you know what'll happen is one will hit and set it off. And then if any extras fall, when that's off, it's not going to dispel them instantly. They won't instantly go into here. Okay. Not quite ideal, but we can make it work. Alright, 24 Wixies should be enough for most uses. And with the witch farm back in operation here, filling up our shulker box, I think we're good to head home. So I've got a little warp here, just sends me straight back home. Apparently you came through. I'm not sure how or why. Oh, great, there's 3 of you. Cold Snap doesn't work on you. Just gotta use a sword. They are highly resistant to magic, which, yeah, Cold Snap counts as magic damage, so it does hit them, just not very hard. Uses a lot of mana. So, yep, sword works. Alright, and our second to last one here is the Whirly Sprig, I can speak. The Whirly Sprig Thread. That will give us enhanced saturation from eating foods, which will be awesome. And the other one is the Wixie. So where are you? You are here. We need 3 shards, 2 abjuration, 2 nether warts, sorry, and a blaze rod. Do we have any more blaze rods, or did I use them all? We have a few. Okay. Crops, you are here. 2 of those. And abjuration essence is over here, of course. Did I need 3? I don't remember. So we've got our Wixie shards. 1, 2, 3. 2 of these guys. 1, 2. 2 netherwort and a blaze rod. Plus a thread gets us that one. Okay. So of these 2, I'm gonna go with I don't know. So the Wixie is 15% potion length per level, and the Whirly Sprig is 30% saturation per level. So if I put the Whirly Sprig, for instance, in the level 2 slot that I have available, then that'd be 60% increase, which is enough for things like rum to be pretty much completely saturating. Sourceberry roll would be pretty close as well. That's one option. The other is flip it around, so I get 30% and 30% by having the Wixie be in level 2. On the other hand, I don't use potions that often. I think for now I'm going to go with the saturation on the leggings for the level 2 and the potions on my feet for the level 1. And of course, the great thing is I can always just pull these out later if I decide that I want to change it, and it'll still work. So I think for now that's what I'll go with, and I'm curious how much this will feed me. Not bad. If I move that off, yeah, it was, you know, empty before, so a little more than halfway, that's not too bad. That means that this is going to heal me quite a lot. I'm actually curious about these as well. On its own, this doesn't do too much saturation. But on the other hand, with that, it does, you know, fill it up the rest of the way with just a berry roll and a mendostine. So that's not too bad. Okay, so one thing, I was doing some testing here. Quick apology. Feather falling on here, feather 3. Yeah, I'm observant. I have a flight ritual over there that removes all fall damage. Yeah. So I had gone like 200 blocks up and didn't take any damage. Yeah, that's because it prevented all damage. I do take damage. So I don't have flight on right now. If I do 1 leap straight up, nothing. 2 leaps straight up, nothing. That one I start to take damage. So yeah, it's not quite complete invulnerability for a certain height there, but it does heavily reduce it. So that, in addition with, you know, feather falling on the boots themselves, that'll be very helpful, but it is not nearly as powerful as I was making out to be before, where I can, you know, throw myself at the ground and do nothing, because, yeah, flight ritual. Alright, well, we didn't get any progress done on the base, but what we did do is we got ourselves our new armor and got it all set up minus the enchanting. I've changed my colors a little bit here. I've got lime on the shirt and the legs, black on the feet, and the hat is also black. I kind of like it. It kind of goes with what my normal outfit would be, but I'm happy with it. So I hope you were able to enjoy and learn maybe the perk system. It's kind of interesting. There are going to be more perks being added over time, as well as any add-ons may add some as well. So right now we've got 12 perks and 12 slots, so you know, you get one of everything, just need to decide how strong you want it. But in the future, it may be some more difficult choices, depending on what you want to deal with, how you play, really. So there's no real best outfit anymore. In fact, someone Ray came on and asked, hey, is Battle Mage best? And the answer is maybe. Depends. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.